Most people talk about what to do in the morning, but for many retirees, the real trouble lies in what not to do. The first hour after waking sets the tone for your entire day, and small mistakes in that window can lead to fatigue, poor focus, low mood, and restless nights. In this video, we will explore 9 simple but powerful morning habits that people over 60 should avoid. These are habits that seem harmless, even normal, but they slowly steal your energy, clarity, and peace of mind. And the good news is, each one has a better, healthier alternative. Let us begin. Habit 1, do not stay in bed too long. After waking up is one of the most sacred moments of the day. Your body has done something powerful. It has rested, healed, and brought you into a new beginning. But what you choose to do in the first 10 to 15 minutes after waking determines how well the rest of your day will go. And for many retirees, one of the most common and most overlooked mistakes is staying in bed too long after waking up. At first, it seems harmless. You open your eyes, you are awake, but the bed is warm. There is no job to rush to, no alarm demanding your attention. So you tell yourself, just 5 more minutes, but 5 minutes becomes 10. And before you know it, 30 minutes or even an hour has passed, and you are still lying in bed, scrolling through your thoughts or your phone. What you may not realize is that staying in bed too long after waking sends confusing signals to your brain. Your body is awake, but your posture and environment are still telling your mind, we are resting. This creates a misalignment between the body and the brain. Over time, this disrupts your natural circadian rhythm, the internal body clock that regulates your energy, focus, and sleep. For older adults, especially those over 60, this disruption has deeper consequences. Research shows that remaining in bed long after waking increases the risk of sleep fragmentation at night, daytime fatigue, and even feelings of sadness or low motivation. The bed slowly becomes a place not just for sleep, but for avoidance. And when that happens, your sleep quality and your emotional health can both decline. There is also the physical impact. The longer you stay horizontal after waking, the stiffer your joints become. Blood circulation slows. Muscles that have already rested for hours stay inactive even longer. And instead of easing into your day with energy, you enter the morning foggy, sluggish, and unmotivated. So, what is the alternative? The answer is gentle structure. When you wake up, truly wake up, allow yourself a moment to breathe. Take a few deep inhales, roll your shoulders, stretch your legs under the blanket. Then, within 5 to 10 minutes, sit up. Let your feet touch the floor. Feel the connection between your body and the earth. This small moment of contact is powerful. It is your first grounded action of the day. From there, open a curtain, let in natural light. Light tells your brain that it is time to be alert. It helps regulate your internal rhythm, boosts mood, and wakes up the mind, if possible. Stand and walk slowly to the kitchen, or even just to the window. The goal is not speed. The goal is movement with intention. You have earned the right to slow mornings, but slow is not the same as still. When you stay in bed too long, your body may be still, but your mind becomes restless. When you get up gently, but with purpose, you begin the day with presence, not pressure. Habit 2, do not check the news or social media first thing. The world can wait, but your mind, your heart, and your body, they deserve the first few moments of the day to themselves. One of the most common habits in today's world, especially with smartphones always within reach, is checking the news or social media the moment you wake up. For many retirees, this becomes part of the morning routine. Open your eyes, reach for the phone, scroll through headlines or updates. It feels normal, it feels automatic, but it comes at a quiet cost. Here is what actually happens when you begin your day with external noise. your brain, freshly awake, is still in a gentle state called theta, a calm, creative space between sleep and full alertness. When you immediately feed it negative headlines, political arguments, tragedy, or the highlight reels of other people's lives, you are shocking the nervous system. Cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes, your focus narrows, your breath becomes shallow, and you are pulled out of yourself before your day has even begun. You may notice that after checking your phone, your thoughts are already spinning. You are thinking about things outside your control. You are comparing yourself. You are anxious, and you do not know why. This is not a flaw in your character. It is a response to overstimulation. The news, by design, focuses on what is urgent, dramatic, and often negative. Social media, while sometimes inspiring, also feeds on comparison. For a retired person who may already be adjusting to new rhythms and identity, this can subtly feed feelings of irrelevance, loss, or confusion. So what can you do instead? Create a morning that begins with you, not the world, for the first 30 minutes after waking. Treat your mind like a calm garden. Do not pour in noise. Instead, give it space to stretch and rise. You can sit quietly with your thoughts. You can write in a journal, sip warm tea, stretch lightly, or simply gaze out the window and observe the sky. Let your first thoughts belong to your own life, not the headlines. Let your breath set the pace, not your newsfeed, if you still want to check your phone later. That is fine, but build a boundary. Give yourself the gift of peaceful beginnings. You will find that your mood is steadier, your thoughts clearer, and your day unfolds more gently when you choose to protect your mental space first. Habit 3. Do not skip drinking water. You may not feel thirsty when you wake up, but your body is. Every night while you sleep, your body loses water. Through breathing, through sweating, and through basic metabolism, you are becoming quietly dehydrated even if you sleep soundly. And yet, many people wake up and go straight to coffee. Or worse, nothing at all. Skipping water in the morning is one of the most overlooked causes of fatigue, brain fog, dry skin, poor digestion, and headaches, especially for older adults. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means even if you do not feel dehydrated, your body still needs replenishment. Think of water in the morning as a reset button. It jumpstarts your organs. It clears waste that has built up overnight. It awakens your digestion and supports your joints, muscles, and memory. When you wake up, within the first 10 to 15 minutes, drink a glass of room temperature or warm water. Around 8 to 12 ounces is enough to start if you want to go further. You can add a slice of lemon for digestion or a pinch of natural salt for electrolytes, but plain water is perfectly fine. Some people ask, but what about coffee or tea? Those are fine after water. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it increases water loss. Having coffee without water first only adds to the dehydration and can lead to jitteriness or digestive discomfort. Make this a simple habit. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside, or prepare it the night before. That way, it becomes part of your natural rhythm. You will be surprised how such a small act, drinking water, can bring noticeable clarity, focus, and lightness to your mornings. It is one of the easiest, cheapest, and most powerful ways to support your health after 60. Do not wait until you are thirsty. Hydration is not about quenching a signal. It is about sustaining your life force. Habit 4. Do not get up too quickly. Without grounding yourself, for many retirees, waking up feels simple. You open your eyes, swing your legs over the side of the bed, and stand up. But what seems like a harmless motion can actually be risky, especially after 60. Getting up too quickly is one of the most common causes of morning dizziness. imbalance, and falls in older adults. During sleep, your blood pressure naturally lowers. When you stand up suddenly, gravity pulls blood toward your legs before your cardiovascular system has time to adjust. This can cause a temporary drop in blood flow to the brain, leading to lightheadedness, blurred vision, or even fainting. This condition is known as postural hypotension, and it becomes more common with age. Many retirees brush this off. They say things like, "I just need a moment," or "that happens sometimes." But these small moments add up. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults, and many of them happen in the morning, right after getting out of bed. There is also a nervous system component. When you rush from sleep to standing, your body experiences a sudden shock. The heart rate spikes, stress hormones increase. Your system goes from rest to alert without a transition, which can leave you feeling unsettled or anxious without knowing why. The solution is not complicated. It is simply slower and more intentional. When you wake up, remain lying down for about 1 minute. Take several deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently rotate your ankles. Then, slowly sit up. Let your feet rest on the floor while you remain seated for another 30 to 60 seconds. During this time, breathe deeply and allow your blood pressure to stabilize. Notice how your body feels. Only then should you stand up, using a nearby surface for balance if needed. This brief grounding ritual may seem insignificant, but it can dramatically reduce dizziness, protect your balance, and help your nervous system start the day calmly. This is not about fear. It is about respect. Your body has changed, and it deserves a gentler transition into movement. When you honor that, you protect your independence and your confidence. Habit 5. Do not delay breakfast for too long. Breakfast has long been called the most important meal of the day, but many retirees unintentionally push it aside. Without a strict schedule, it becomes easy to wake up, drink coffee, get distracted, and realize hours later that you have not eaten anything at all. Delaying breakfast may not feel harmful, but for older adults, it can quietly undermine energy, mood, and cognitive function. After a night of fasting, your blood sugar levels are low, your brain and muscles need fuel to function properly. When you delay eating too long, your body compensates by releasing stress hormones, which can leave you feeling shaky, irritable, or mentally foggy. For people over 60, this effect is often stronger. The body becomes less efficient at regulating blood sugar with age. Skipping or delaying breakfast increases the risk of dizziness, weakness, and poor concentration for those managing diabetes, heart conditions, or memory changes. This habit can be particularly disruptive. There is also an emotional component. Starting the day without nourishment can create a subtle sense of deprivation. You may feel off without knowing why. Over time, this can affect motivation and enjoyment of daily activities. Breakfast does not need to be large or complicated. It needs to be timely and balanced. Ideally, you should eat within 1 hour of waking. A simple meal that includes protein, healthy fats, and gentle carbohydrates is enough. Examples include eggs, oatmeal, yogurt, fruit, or whole grain toast. Eating in the morning also sends a powerful signal to your body clock. It reinforces the rhythm of waking and sleeping, helping you feel more alert during the day and more ready for rest at night. Try to make breakfast a calm ritual, not a rushed task. Sit down, chew slowly. Notice the taste and warmth of your food. This mindful approach supports digestion and creates a sense of stability at the start of the day. Food is not just fuel, it is reassurance. When you feed yourself early and well, you tell your body that it is safe, supported, and cared for. Habit 6, do not immediately dive into chores or tasks. Many retirees take pride in being productive. After waking up, they want to make the bed, clean the kitchen, answer messages, or start solving problems right away. While this may feel responsible, it can actually be counterproductive to long-term health and well-being. In the first hour after waking, your body is still adjusting from sleep to full alertness. Cortisol levels naturally rise to help you wake up. But when combined with immediate demands and responsibilities, this can overload your system. Instead of feeling energized, you may feel tense, rushed, or exhausted before the day has truly begun. This pattern is especially problematic for older adults, whose stress response systems are more sensitive. Jumping straight into tasks can raise blood pressure, strain joints, and contribute to morning anxiety. Over time, this habit can lead to burnout, even in retirement. There is also a psychological cost. When your day begins with obligations, it sends the message that you are behind before you have even started. This can erode your sense of autonomy and joy, which are essential for a fulfilling retired life. The alternative is to create a buffer zone for the first 30 minutes after waking. Do not schedule tasks or chores. Use this time to transition gently. You might stretch, walk slowly, drink water, listen to calming music, or sit quietly with your thoughts. This is not laziness. It is preparation. Athletes warm up before activity. Your body and mind deserve the same courtesy. Once you have eased into the day, you will likely find that you are more focused, more efficient, and less stressed when you do begin your tasks. You may even enjoy them more. Retirement is not about filling every moment with doing. It is about learning when to pause. When you allow your mornings to unfold with intention instead of urgency, the rest of your day follows with greater ease and balance. Habit 7. Do not start the day in dim lighting. The light you receive in the first hour after waking does more than brighten a room. It signals to your body that it is time to be awake, alert, and alive. But many retirees, out of habit or comfort, keep the lights low in the morning. They move slowly through dimly lit rooms. Draw the curtains only partially, or delay opening the blinds. At first glance, this might seem peaceful, but from a biological perspective, starting the day in low lighting confuses your internal clock. The body's circadian rhythm is deeply connected to light. When you stay in the dark or dim for too long after waking, your body continues to produce melatonin, the hormone that encourages sleep. This leaves you feeling groggy, sluggish, and even irritable throughout the morning. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to disruptions in light exposure. Inconsistent lighting cues can lead to fragmented sleep at night, mood changes during the day, and a general feeling of imbalance. Seniors are especially vulnerable to something called circadian rhythm disruption, which can affect digestion, memory, and emotional regulation. Light is medicine. Natural light, especially in the morning, helps reset your body's rhythm. It tells your brain the day has begun. It reduces melatonin, increases serotonin, and supports the healthy production of cortisol, all of which contribute to stable energy and mood. If your bedroom or living space does not get much sunlight, you can still benefit by using bright artificial lights with a cool white tone. These mimic the natural light spectrum and help stimulate your brain to become more alert. Even spending just 10 minutes near a bright window or under full spectrum lighting can make a noticeable difference. A helpful tip is to open your blinds as one of the first things you do in the morning, if possible. Step outside, even for a few minutes. Let the light touch your face. Breathe deeply as you do. This is not just physical exposure. It is a ritual of awakening. Let there be light, not just around you, but within you. Your day deserves brightness, and so do you. Habit 8. Do not sit too long without moving. Retirement can bring many blessings: time, rest, freedom, but it also comes with a hidden danger: inactivity. It is very easy, after waking, to move from the bed to a chair, to the breakfast table, then perhaps to the sofa, without ever truly activating your body. The first hour of your day sets the tone for your circulation, joint flexibility, and mental clarity. When you sit too long without movement, especially after sleep, your muscles stay cold, your joints remain stiff, and your energy stays trapped. Over time, this pattern contributes to joint pain, slower metabolism, increased fatigue, and even mild depression. You do not need to run or do anything extreme, but the body, especially after 60, needs motion to maintain health. Gentle, consistent movement in the morning helps stimulate blood flow, wakes up the brain, improves balance, and supports emotional well-being. Start simple. After sitting on the edge of your bed and grounding yourself, take a short walk around your room or hallway. Do some light stretching. Lift your arms overhead. Roll your shoulders. Bend slowly at the waist. You can also do seated leg lifts, neck rolls, or hand stretches. These small actions tell your body, we are beginning. If you enjoy music, play something soft and move gently to the rhythm. If you prefer calm, breathe deeply and focus on how your body feels as you move. The key is not intensity, but consistency. For those with limited mobility, even 5 to 10 minutes of seated movement can improve circulation and reduce stiffness. The goal is not to exercise hard. The goal is to invite your body into motion to reconnect with it before the rest of the day begins. Inactivity leads to stagnation, and stagnation leads to decline. But movement, even quiet, simple movement, brings life back into your body. Let your day begin with motion, not just thought. Habit 9, do not start talking immediately after waking up. This may sound surprising, but one of the most overlooked morning habits is starting to talk too soon after waking. It is very common to wake up and immediately answer a phone call, speak with a family member, or even talk out loud to yourself or your pets. While this feels normal, it can be disruptive to your system. After hours of silence and stillness during sleep, your vocal cords, respiratory muscles, and nervous system are not yet fully activated. Speaking too quickly, especially in a loud or forceful tone, can cause vocal strain, shallow breathing, and nervous system agitation, particularly in older adults. Think of your voice as a musical instrument. It needs time to warm up. The same goes for your energy field. If your first action is to speak, you pull yourself into expression before your body has had a chance to settle. This can create feelings of restlessness or tension that linger throughout the day. There is also a mental and emotional reason to avoid immediate talking. The first few minutes of the morning are when your mind is most open, most quiet, and most in touch with your inner world. When you rush into speaking, you may lose that precious connection with your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. You begin reacting before you have even fully arrived in the day. Instead, practice silence. Allow 10 to 15 minutes of quiet after waking. During this time, you can breathe, stretch, think, or simply sit. You do not have to meditate or do anything formal. Just allow your presence to return gradually. If you live with others, consider establishing a quiet morning agreement, a shared understanding that the first few minutes of the day are for calm and privacy. If that is not possible, try speaking softly and slowly at first. Morning silence is not about being rigid. It is about giving your mind and voice space to transition. You will find that by protecting the quiet at the beginning of the day, your thoughts are clearer, your communication is more thoughtful, and your overall mood is more balanced. Let the morning rise within you before you rise to meet the world. Your words will be stronger when they are supported by stillness. You have made it to the end of this journey, and I thank you for staying with me. We have covered 9 simple morning habits that may seem small, but over time, They shape how you feel, how you think, and how you live. You see, retirement is not the end of purpose. It is the beginning of deeper awareness. And how you begin each day matters more now than ever before. The first hour after waking is sacred. It is your foundation, your moment to rise, not just from sleep, but into clarity, strength, and calm. You do not need to change everything at once. Even adjusting one small habit, getting out of bed a little earlier, choosing light instead of dimness, or sitting in quiet instead of jumping into conversation, can shift the direction of your day and your life. So tomorrow, when the morning comes, meet it gently. Choose intention. Choose kindness toward your body. Choose silence before noise, presence before tasks, light before distraction, and most of all, remember this: it is never too late to begin again. Not just a new day, but a new way of living it. If this message spoke to you, please consider sharing it with someone else who may need it too. You never know whose life might be changed by something as simple as a mindful morning. Thank you for watching. Stay wise, stay well, and take good care of yourself, always.